Well, hello there, my friends. Hello, hello, and happy Thursday. My name is Dean the Turkey Legster, and you are watching Once Upon a Turkey Leg. It is Thursday, September the 26th of 2024. And so glad you're here for tonight's stream. I've got a couple of fun stories on tonight's stream, as I do on all the Once Upon a Turkey Leg streams. Um, I don't see any friends in the live chat at the moment, but if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and bop the like button and leave me a comment below and let me know that you are watching. And I appreciate it. I go live Thursdays, of course, for Once Upon a Turkey Leg to read fun stories for you. I also go live on Tuesdays. Excuse me. Tuesdays for Let's Talk Turkey, and that's my more of a chit chat style stream. I did go live last night for a special stream to talk about Hurricane Helene, which is just under a couple hours, I think, from making landfall up in the North Florida, just east of Tallahassee, and then it'll head up on its way up through that part of Florida and into Georgia, and then on the rest of the track. So thoughts and prayers for the folks and friends up in that direction. Let me say hello to the chat. I've got some friends in here. Tina McNeil, hello. And hello to Chuck. How you doing? T-Town Mary Ellen, how are ya? Happy Thursday. Captain Mickey Mouse, hello. Hello to you. Welcome in. Um, and the Curtis family, hello, Chris. I hope you're doing well tonight. Captain Mickey Mouse, it's not going to make it to Maine. They're expecting it to kind of go left once it goes through Georgia and up. Like it's supposed to hook left, but the thing with the hurricane is that it is going to be weakening after it makes landfall. So it won't be a hurricane. It will still be rain. But as the days go on and the hours go on, it is going to weaken. It's not going to be I think it became a category 4 earlier today, but it's going to weaken. It's going to be rain. I don't think it's going to go up to Maine. Mandy Adams, hello, welcome in. Disnoa, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Mandy Adams, let me answer this really quickly, and I'm going to get into the stories. How many Disney World rides have I been on? Quite a few. Uh, Now, recently I haven't been on as many, but I have been on most of the rides as long as they weren't the fast rides. Because I really don't do well on the fast rides, but all the other rides, most of them I have been on. So I'd say a lot of them. I'm going to say just a lot of them. Don't know if I have a specific count on that. Still have power. Awesome, Noah. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, it's time to read stories, guys. Thanks for being here. Kick back and relax, and so we're gonna read these stories, and then that'll be the stream. But let's go. I'm continuing a series. One more week after tonight. of stories based on the attractions at Walt Disney World. And some really fun stories in this series. And tonight is no exception. So tonight, let's get going with the stories. The first story I've got tonight is It's a Small World After All. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. Disney's It's a Small World, the happiest cruise that ever sailed, is adapted by Lauren Klaus, illustrated by Steph Liu, and designed by Winnie Ho. One day, my friends and I decided to travel the world. We hopped in a boat and saw amazing things. In England, we saw Tower Bridge and Big Ben, or Big Ben. Da, 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 na, 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 da, 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 da. We floated down the Seine in France, past the Eiffel Tower, and we rode gondolas in Italy. Da, 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 da. We walked through tulips blooming in the Netherlands, then climbed the Alps in Switzerland. Da, 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 na, 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 na. Na, 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 da, 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 da. We explored ancient ruins in Greece, imagining the heroes who had once stood there. And we walked through Russia's Red Square. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. After Europe, we went east to visit India's favorite Taj Mahal. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. We traveled north and watched the acrobats in China. Then we visited a torii gate in Japan. Da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 da 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 do 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 do. Next, we saw the Great Pyramids in Egypt, built thousands of years ago. And then Kenyan children greeted us in Swahili. Da 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 da. After dancing on Brazil's Copacabana beach, we visited a bustling marketplace in Mexico. Da 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 do 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 woohoo do 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 do. We traveled across the Pacific Ocean to see kangaroos and koalas in Australia. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. And then back to South America, where the rainforest trees kept us dry. And in Hawaii, we learned the hula, the traditional dance. Da 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 do no 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 no. We ended our journey in the United States, where we met cowhands and Native Americans. Da 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 do no da 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 da. And through our trip, we learned that kids all around the world are pretty similar to us. It's a small world after all. That is the end of It's a Small World After All. Welcome in, Jason DeBetto. Welcome in, and Zippity Doo Dog. Zippity yay, my oh my. Hope you had a good day. All right, guys. Well, that was our first story. And it's time for the second story. Tonight, you're on Once Upon a Turkey Leg. Any guesses what our story is coming up next? Well, how about I welcome foolish mortals? Da 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 dum 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 do 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 dum. The Haunted Mansion is adapted by Lauren Klaus, illustrated by Glenn Brogan, designed by Winnie Ho. I walk through iron gates and up a winding path that leads me past some large gravestones. When my friends said I should go into the haunted mansion alone, I laughed. But when they dared me, I knew I had to. Ha 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 ha! After pushing the creaky front door open, I enter a large round room with portraits lining the walls. Suddenly, the door slams shut, trapping me inside. Do, do, do. Welcome, foolish mortal, To the haunted mansion, says an ominous voice. I am your host, your ghost host. Before my eyes, the walls start stretching. Then the room goes dark, and I hear a scream in the distance. When the lights come back on, there is an open door in front of me that wasn't there before. Now, as they say, look alive and we'll continue our little tour, the ghost host says as I walk through the door and along the hallway gallery. Lightning strikes outside the windows, allowing me to see the portraits on the wall. Alive is not exactly how the subjects looked when their eerie images were painted. Ooh. And now a carriage will take you into the boundless realm of the supernatural. Of the supernatural, the ghost host says. I see a small black doom buggy. I hesitate, but board the carriage, and immediately it moves forward. There's no turning back now. We find it delightfully unlivable here in this ghostly retreat, the ghost host says. Every room has wall to wall creeps. Shh, listen. I hear a muffled, "Let me out of here," as I pass a coffin. Even the spirits are looking for a way out. When I turn a corner, I see a floating crystal ball with the face of Madame Leota, the fortune teller inside. Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at, chants Madame Leota. If the spirits are coming here, I want to be somewhere else. If this, oh, I sigh with relief as the buggy keeps moving past the ball and some floating musical instruments. The carriage drives onto a balcony that overlooks a large ballroom. The happy haunts are beginning to materialize, the ghost host says. I lean over the edge and can't believe my eyes. It's a swinging wake. Ghost guests fly into the room, eat at a full dinner table, and dance to a spirited dirge. It's a lively party for the undead. Oh. The carriage continues, forcing me to leave the incredible scene behind. I glide up into an attic and come face to face with a beautiful ghost bride. But the look in her eyes makes me shrink down in my seat until the carriage moves past her. Mm. Near the bride is another ghost who has a sinister smile on his face. Before my eyes, his head disappears and shows up in the box he's holding. I like my head where it is, and luckily the doom buggy seems to agree as it carries me out a window. One second, guys. Beg pardon. The spirits were choking me. Now the buggy takes me to the roof. I see tons of spirits flying up, up, and away from the graveyard below. It's quite a fright to behold. The only way out of this attic, and far from these creepy ghosts, is down. So the buggy floats towards the yard. Once I land, the groundskeeper and his dog staring at the grave. Oh, once I land, I see the groundskeeper and his dog staring at the graveyard in disbelief. I can't see what they're looking at, but I guess I'll find out because the doom buggy is taking me through the gates. There's another spirited party going on out here with a ghostly band. When they see me, they start singing an upbeat song, and more grim grinning ghosts and ghouls join in the fun. I'm surprised there are no skeletons playing the trombone. The buggy rolls past 5 busts surrounded by happy haunts. The statues, called the Phantom Five, are loudly singing the ghost group's song. They don't need anybody to sing with them. As I ride past a strange tea party, the ghosts there call for me to join them, but that path looks like a dead end. So I'm glad when the buggy quickly moves on. As the spooky song ends, the buggy rolls toward a crypt. I enter it, and the ghost host speaks to me again. There's a little matter I forgot to mention," he says. "Beware of hitchhiking ghosts." There's a mirror, and in it I see a ghost sitting next to me. They'll haunt you until you return, the ghost host warns me. No way am I getting haunted. I jump from the buggy and rush outside. But a voice from a small spirit has a parting message for me. Hurry back, hurry back, she says. Make your final arrangements now. We've been dying to have you. I escape the mansion into the fading light of day. My friends are cheering for me. I know ghosts aren't real, but I can't shake the feeling that one might follow me home. Do 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 da 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 da. That is the Haunted Mansion. And that is our final story for this week's Once Upon a Turkey Leg. Fanta Crew, welcome in. AJC Magic TV, great to see you. Hope you are all having a great Thursday night. Um, and that does it for the stream. But before I go ahead and sign off, I do want to shout out again if you want a fun countdown series to Halloween this year, because October 1st is coming up next week on Tuesday. Um, I did this series last year, Peanuts Countdown to Halloween with a story a day. And the playlist to that series is linked within my link tree. And that link is in the description of this video, so you can find it quickly. And I also have a Peanuts countdown for Christmas that you can check out in December. I also have the Disney countdown to Christmas. So you're going to have two countdowns from me. I'm not actually doing a countdown to Christmas this year, but you've got those two to watch when we get to there. But this is a great series. The streams are maybe 5 or 6 minutes long that you can watch, any time of the day, and start or end your day with a fun story all through October, from October 1st to the 31st. So you're invited to check out that series. Um, Also, some channel housekeeping. Next Thursday, I am going to be doing the radioactive iodine treatment earlier in the day. So there is a possibility that I will not be live for next week if I'm not feeling well, but I'm going to be pre-recording um, next week's story. I'm going to do just one story and put it up if I can't make it. Um, so there may be a just a video going up on the channel next week if I don't go live, or I may decide to do a stream Saturday or Sunday night, depending on how I'm feeling. But just a little heads up on that. I don't want to just plan to not give you anything because I'm kind of sticking to a schedule with the stories going into, going into the last few months of the year with all the holidays and the keeping the themes kind of going. Um, so let's see if I hit decree. We are hunkering down. We're doing okay. Awesome. Our yes, I'm I'm here in East Central Florida. I am we haven't got a lot today in terms of like wind and rain. It's been a steady breeze, but it hasn't been anything severe. So I'm hoping that, overnight we're not gonna get any outer bands from the storm. But yeah, thank you for the prayers. This is the radioactive iodine is a necessary part of the treatment. Um, so pray that I don't have, I'm feeling well when I take the pill, and then following it is it going to be a tough season because I have to kind of stay to myself. I need to stay in the house. I can't, go anywhere. I've got to, sequester, and it's going to be really interesting. Um, but I'll go through it. Um, and that's only a week. Following the pill, it's a week that I've got to keep to myself, do some extra cleaning at the house, anything that I touch, or, you know, extra showers and stuff. It's a whole thing. Um, but yeah, so, hey, Gloria Thibodeau, welcome in, welcome, welcome. So with that, that does it for the stream tonight. I hope you all enjoyed that. Um, any of my friends who may have popped in a little later on in the stream, encourage you to go back to listen to both of the stories in their entirety. We had the Small World After All. That song seemed to go on, but we got through it. And then the Haunted Mansion. And next week, at least one more story to kind of wrap up the series. So yeah, so stay tuned to the channel next week. Of course, I'll see you for Let's Talk Turkey at 9 o'clock on Tuesday, and then of course some version of Once Upon a Turkey Leg next Thursday. So everyone, take care. All of you dealing with this storm, um, my prayers for you. Be safe, and hunker down. It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass. Once it makes the lands for fall, it's gonna start, you know, losing its steam. Even though it's still gonna, be doing stuff to the, to folks. But so yeah, prayers to everyone for that. So have a great weekend. I'm not planning on streaming. I've been streaming the last 3 days, and I think I'm done until next week. So take care, guys. Make sure to bop the like button if you haven't. If you're watching this on the replay, anybody watching this on the replay, let me know in the comments that you were watching. And yeah, so take care, guys. Have a gobbletastic night, and then we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye, guys. Do, 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 do.